Now the dust seems to have settled after last week's hideous decline, I think it's worth circling back to some of the companies that had the misfortune of reporting when everyone was panicking. Take Proofpoint, PFPT, the cloud-based cybersecurity play. Here's a stock that's been getting slammed since the summer. Then last week it got hit with another leg down, falling 15% on Friday after it reported. Proofpoint's actual numbers look pretty good to me. Company delivered a 12-cent earnings beat off a 28-cent basis, higher than expected revenue, but some analysts were disappointed by the guidance for next year, not to mention some of management's more cautious commentary on international hiring trends and sales productivity. At the same time, two of Proofpoint's top executives, the chief operating officer and the executive vice president of corporate development, announced their resignations, which would be a worrisome sign, especially since the COO just came over a few months ago. In short, for many, it wasn't a perfect quarter, but it also wasn't a quarter that should have caused a 15% decline, which is one reason the stock has come roaring back now that the market's gotten less negative. So is Proofpoint really a broken stock, one that can still be bought, or is there something we should worry about more here? Let's take a close look with Gary Steele, the chairman and CEO of Proofpoint, learn more about the quarter and where his company's headed. Mr. Steele, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, Gary.
Good to see you.
All right. Now, you start out, we talk about the endless customers because we are dealing with malicious, weaponized documents now. So it sounds like that the opponents are only just getting stronger.
Absolutely. And it's one of the key reasons we've been growing at the rate we've been growing. And it comes down to two things. One is threat landscape continues to get more complicated, more malicious, and the fact that more organizations are moving to the cloud. Those have been great secular growth drivers for the company.
I don't think of tech companies as having difficulty finding the right people, but you actually, maybe it's a high-quality problem. It wasn't recognized as that, but you are having some trouble getting all the salespeople you want.
Well, I think that, as you look at our business, one of the exciting growth drivers for us is international. And part of that is getting great salespeople on board, and we were a little slower than we'd hoped. And I think that's something that's easily turned around. We feel very good about that opportunity. And if you look at it at a higher level, over 80% of our revenue today comes from domestic markets.
Right.
That opportunity outside the U.S. is phenomenal. Those threats that we talked about, they exist there just as much. So we're excited about the opportunity, and we're confident that we can improve our hiring execution in Europe.
Now, I have to ask you about that COO, because he came in July, and Klaus Osterman, and the word was, he said he thought that there'd be like a succession. Why? I mean, I think you'd be CEO for years and years and years. I would have known that.
Well, I am going to be CEO for years and years. But the flip side is, as board and doing prudent planning, we worked on a succession process. Klaus is part of that. He had the opportunity, or thought he had the opportunity to succeed me in the short term. I'm going nowhere. I'm thrilled to be at the company. And honestly, I think we've got a greater opportunity today than ever before. So super excited and glad to be part of it.
All right, at the beginning of Satya Nadella's conference call, he just says, listen, this is going to be our bailiwick. We're going to be security. He's got a whole new system that it's very easy to go to, where you can offers a lot of services. You talk a lot about Windows and how people who have Windows need you. Are they catching up? Are they making it so that it's more difficult to do business?
No, we've talked about the fact that Microsoft has been a critical catalyst for us as customers move to Office 365. Having said that, customers want world-class security focused on these specific malicious issues, and we feel like we're providing a great on-ramp for those customers and, frankly, helping Microsoft onboard more customers, because security obviously is a primary concern. And we noted in our prepared remarks we had the best quarter moving customers over from Microsoft capabilities over to our solution. So, we feel like we're actually helping Microsoft, and we're giving customers a world-class experience.
Now, there is often a belief that it's all zero-sum, but we have, say, CyberArk on quite a bit. And I was looking at the board meeting the other day. They're a good partner. Imperva, we've had them on. Splunk, these are all partners of yours.
That's right. So one of the investments we've made is doing technical integration across the ecosystem where we think those solutions will be installed. We want our mutual customers to have a phenomenal experience. And so by doing the integration for our customers, they don't have to make it all work together. We'll do that for them.
Okay, now, a lot of people are wondering, when will people get serious? Because you have a hack, and there's going to be some personal stuff that people get hurt on. But the SEC is getting serious now, aren't they?
The SEC came out with a set of recommendations regarding the challenges people are experiencing around phishing, malicious email, malicious fraud as it relates to email. And so they basically warn companies to look at their processes and look at their security posture. We, again, think this is an important notification and catalyst for their business for us.
So, I mean, what are people calling you in and just saying, okay, look, we need a consultation. Tell us what to do? Because I think everyone's pretty overwhelmed.
It's pretty complicated today.
Right.
And I think that the threat landscape continues to shift. We see different forms of attacks, and so having a strong security posture is something that every company, whether they're SEC regulated or not, has to do.
One last thing. There were analysts at Proofpoint, Deutsche Bank, raising a yellow flag after recent checks. The too many issues to defend, downgrade to hold. What are the too many issues to defend? I mean, yes, the departure, but I thought I didn't see a lot of issues.
No, we had a great quarter.
I know.
We had a great quarter.
$1 billion coming.
But while Deutsche Bank downgraded us, Goldman and KeyBank upgraded us. So, we don't pay attention to the day-to-day movement of the stock price. We've got a great business with the same secular drivers that have been in place forever. And we're super excited because the threat landscape is tough.
You should be super excited. This is unfortunately one of the great growth businesses of all time. That's Gary Steele, CEO of Proofpoint. I'm happy with what I heard. Mad Money's back in the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.